Does it mean you want to be surrounded on all three sides? Will you tell me if that's right? No, you won't tell me if that's right. How am I supposed to separate this one into all its constituents? That'll make no sense. I truly don't know how to do that. Hmm. It's frustrating that this seems not entirely possible. Like putting aside the dots, how would I cut this off into its own? I can't do that. That's not allowed. Unless you're okay with being part of a larger square. But you wouldn't like that, would you? Especially not since I have to get all the dots. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, it gave me 2 beeps there, so let me double check something. 2 beeps. What the hell? What the hell was that? Was that a hint? I didn't ask for hints, and if it wasn't a hint, what the hell was that? No, really, what the hell was that? If I just screw up enough, will it give me... It feels like it's mocking me. If that's just telling me I have to get to that one, fuck you, I know. I think this is one of those where you stare at the puzzle long enough and the dots in the middle start to flash white instead of black. You know those ones? Those puzzles that think they're superior to you? You know the ones. I don't know how I can possibly get this square on its own. Truly have no idea. Truly. I'm getting anxiety that one of those things is gonna bung again. I don't like that. I'm pretty sure this means it has to be surrounded on 3 sides by the light. But on account of the whole no possible way to separate the single square into being a single square, we're going to leave this one alone for now. But hey, we made some progress, didn't we? Another thing we have to remember is that luckily, there is a Family Guy. How am I supposed to know what you want from me? Okay, okay, that was a distinctly upset error noise. Oh, word, I'm not allowed down here. Hey, look at that. I can activate the boat, but I can't get down to it. Oh, wait, maybe I can go down this way. Okay. That's hilarious. Okay, fine, Kenny stands. I'll use the fucking boat. Because the game won't let me be otherwise. Can I get to the swamp? Will you let me go to the swamp? Where's the swamp? It's over there. Where am I? I want to go here. What is this? What does this mean? Is this speed? Because, you know, if so, please go faster. That was speed. I don't know. This is a very pretty game, but I spend enough of the time looking at the island by walking around. I don't know why you would ever go at a deliberately slow speed. Have I been over here? Here's the thing. If I'm supposed to have unlocked just all of these, then I might as well do it while I have it. I think I got this one though, so let's move. Let's just keep moving. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 ba da bum ba da 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 dun dun bum ba da ba. Fuck you! Fuck you! Hey! 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 Take it back a few notches, shall we? I now understand why you might want to slow down. God, okay, no, a little more, please. Nice try.
Suppose a boat is crossing a river.
Hey, Ashley.
And another empty boat is about to collide with it. Even an irritable man would not lose his temper. But supposing there was someone in the second boat, then the occupant of the first would shout to him to keep clear, and if the other did not hear the first time, nor even when called 3 times, bad language would inevitably follow. In the first case, there was no anger. In the second, there was. Because in the first case, the boat was empty, and in the second, it was occupied. And so it is with man. If he could only roam empty through life, who would be able to injure him? Shuangzi, 4th century BC.
The first part of the story, I was like, okay, that's kind of dumb. But the wrap up of would there be any anger if one was alone? That's actually a really interesting thing. Because the first thing I was going to be like was, well, yes, if you were in a boat, you assume responsibility for taking care of that boat and taking care of the environment around you and making sure, you know, you don't screw anyone else over by being a bad boat driver. So at first I was like, wherever this metaphor is going, it's got to be dumb. But then the specific idea of would we be angry at anyone if there was no one else to take responsibility for anything? That is interesting. I like that. That's really interesting to think about. I don't actually need to come here. I just haven't unlocked it yet, so I want to double check. Okay, here's the thing. There's gonna be more dog tags if we take the non-obvious route. So we're gonna take the non-obvious route through the bayou and keep our eye out for them. So that was cool, Ashley. Thank you for that. Bum 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 ba da ba da dum da 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 dum. I think there's a second part in the middle here that I'm forgetting, and then it goes da 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 ba da 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 dum bum. Will you allow me the honors? Thank you. I have telekinesis only to unlock Ashley Johnson.
And intimate. I do not know whether it would be correct to say that reasoning is only applicable to symbolic knowledge, but the more customary forms of reasoning have been developed for symbolic knowledge only. The intimate knowledge will not submit to codification and analysis, or rather, when we attempt to analyze it, the intimacy is lost and replaced by symbolism. For an illustration, let us consider humor. I suppose that humor can be analyzed to some extent and the essential ingredients of the different kinds of wit classified. Suppose that we are offered an alleged joke. We subject it to scientific analysis as we would a chemical salt of doubtful nature, and perhaps after careful consideration, we are able to confirm that it really and truly is a joke. Logically, suppose, our next procedure would be to laugh. But it may certainly be predicted that as the result of this scrutiny, we shall have lost all inclination we ever had to laugh at it. It simply does not do to expose the workings of a joke. The classification concerns a symbolic knowledge of humor, which preserves all the characteristics of a joke except its laughableness. A real appreciation must come spontaneously, not introspectively. I think this is a not unfair analogy for our mystical feeling for nature.
A lot of analogies today.
Even to apply it to our mystical experience of God. There are some to whom the sense of a divine presence irradiating the soul is one of the most obvious things of experience. In their view, a man without this sense is to be regarded as we regard a man without a sense of humor. The absence is a kind of mental deficiency. We may try to analyze the experience as we analyze humor and construct a theology, or it may be an atheistic philosophy. But let us not forget that the theology is symbolic knowledge, whereas the experience is intimate knowledge. And as laughter cannot be compelled by the scientific exposition of the structure of a joke, so a philosophic discussion of the attributes of God, or an impersonal substitute, is likely to miss the intimate response of the spirit, which is the central point of the religious experience. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
God, this is so interesting because as a person who does still believe in God, I yet find myself disagreeing with some of the things being spoken of. There are some really interesting details there of part of my faith is determined by, like, yeah, my spiritual connection with it, and no amount of logic or logical argument or trying to break down the science behind any of it is is going to be able to strengthen or weaken my faith, because my own personal experience is the central tenet of why I believe. It's just like I feel like that has to be true. And so trying to logic my way through it is not helpful to me, whether I'm questioning my faith or trying to be like, yeah, I want my faith to be stronger. Approaching it from a logical perspective is just not effective for me in that aspect of my life. But on the other hand, there are people where that does help. There are people where, you know, either they became an atheist or decided to stay atheist, I suppose. Not everyone was raised in a religious household. Because looking at the logic of it all, it didn't make sense for there to be a higher power or a God or anything like that. And that is where they derive things from. And I suppose in those cases, those people generally don't have much of a spiritual life in general. Obviously, there are faith systems that don't necessarily believe in a God. That quote brought it up. But there are people where they don't really have a spiritual life of any kind, and they're perfectly happy with that. And the word mental deficiency was like, okay, that's pushing it. Even as someone who like as a person who is a man of faith, I wouldn't say that atheists have a mental deficiency. That's that's a real 1927 take, Mr. Eddington. But the other aspect of it is, I think there are, maybe not for all jokes, but there are certain jokes where you can analyze what makes it funny, and that enhances the humor of it. And my main idea is, someone once asked, what joke has the best comedic time you've ever heard? And it's not really a joke, but it's the clip of Looney Tunes where Yosemite Sam is trying to trick Bugs Bunny into hitting a certain note on piano that will set off a bomb. And Bugs Bunny is reading the sheet music that Yosemite Sam has laid out for him, and he hits the wrong note, and Yosemite Sam comes out and says, "No, that isn't it, try it again." Bugs Bunny does it again, he hits the wrong note. And then Yosemite Sam says, "No, you don't have it at all, it's like this." And then Sam plays the notes, but the funniest bit is that he plays them at an accelerated pace because he's so frustrated, and he plays it so fast that he hits the explosive note twice before it actually explodes, because he's just so frustrated that he's just rushing through the song. And it's fucking hilarious. And the reason it's hilarious is not just because of the, haha, you wouldn't expect Yosemite Sam to fall for his own trap because Bugs Bunny didn't play the piano correctly. It's specifically comedic timing that makes me laugh out loud every single time I watch that clip. And I think the fact that I've thought about how perfect the comedic timing is makes it even funnier. I can appreciate the joke more, that the editing and pacing of that joke is what makes it work so well. And I love that joke more for the fact that I've thought about it in that way. I've engaged with it on that level. So I don't think it is a universal truth that logicking your way through a quote-unquote spiritual experience or intimate experience is defeats the purpose of that spiritual or intimate aspect. I don't know. That's a really, really interesting quote, and I agree with parts of it. I disagree with others, and I don't know. That's just really, really interesting. I'm paranoid, as usual. I'm going to double check if I'm actually recording. I was paranoid for no reason. It's all good. Anyways, let's be on our way. Thank you for the philosophy, Ashley. Mental deficiency, that was the one part of the quote that was like, okay, all right, let's chill. That is a lot. What is the ding 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 for? We're not there yet. All right, we get to do the treehouse dungeon today. I I don't remember a lot about the Magic Treehouse books. Um, I don't even remember the name. Is it Jack and Annie? I feel like those are the characters' names. I'm pretty sure on Annie, and I feel like the brother's name was maybe Jack. What I do remember is the first book where Morgan Le Fay becomes like an actual like character. I think is the same one where they fight, um, the dragon, the literal dragon. What happens if I do this now? Is this going to affect anything? No, just it's officially hooked up now. Yeah, they just fight a flat-on dragon. You know how I was saying how it was like educational and historical and stuff? Yeah, not always. Sometimes they fight dragons, and I think they literally fight fire with fire. I think Jack has to get a special like magic torch to fight the dragon. It's gonna be hilarious if people who are intimately familiar with these books are like, they never fought a fucking dragon. He's making all this shit up. But I'm pretty sure they fought a dragon.
God bade me.
Get a lot of Ashley today.
And I saw the ship sinking and the planks floating. Then the planks too were submerged. And God said to me, "Those who voyage are not saved." And he said to me, "Those who, instead of voyaging, cast themselves into the sea, take a risk." And he said to me, "Those who voyage and take no risk shall perish." And he said to me, "In taking the risk, there is a part of salvation." And the wave came and lifted those beneath it and overran the shore. And he said to me, "The surface of the sea is a gleam that cannot be reached, and the bottom is a darkness impenetrable. And between the two are great fishes, which are to be feared." Nefari, circa 970.
I'm not familiar with Nefari. I don't even know. Oh, we got a big ol' exhale from Ashley there. What? What? What do you mean, what? What do you mean, what, Ashley? Are you okay? Did Mary Elizabeth come after you in the recording booth because she didn't like that take? What happened? Ashley, come back! What? What was that? Why did she say what? Why did she take a big breath? Did someone else take a big breath? What happened? Ashley, come back to me, please. I was gonna say I think we got a couple different British dudes, and then only one Ashley last time, and now we're getting just all Ashleys today. Okay, so you two the two stars want to be together, presumably. How is this going to be different from the color puzzles? I'm curious. Will it be different at all? A decent question. It's going well so far. All I was trying to say was I'm not familiar with Nefari. I don't particularly know. My guess would be Middle Eastern, judging from the name, but even that I'm not sure on. And the other thing is, a decent metaphor for faith, not usually a good metaphor, or the surface level before you reach the analogy part. Not great. You should probably not jump into the ocean if your job is to be a voyager. You should voyage, you know? You shouldn't just jump off of your boat. Oh boy. Oh boy, are we making a bridge out of this thing? God, every time I keep thinking it's all in your head, the fact that this game has very slight horror vibes. And then that shit happens, and I'm like, what happened to Ashley? Okay, it didn't like it that time. There's only so much I can do, guys. There's only so much I can do, guys. Why are you not happy with this? You're all together. I don't like those swamp noises. I thought I would be safe up in the treehouse, up in the magic treehouse, but I'm not. I'm gonna get attacked by a dragon so that I can defend Morgan Le Fay. I don't understand what else I can do. I feel like I've used pretty much every option available to me. Okay, left. I can go either up or I can go across. If I start by going up, I can just go straight. Okay, what do you want here actually? In pairs of 2, is that what you want? It would appear so. Sometimes you want to be in pairs of 2. Now this should do it. Okay, so do you want to just be divided in half, or do you always want to be in pairs? You always want to be in pairs, okay. Duly noted. You won't like that, will you? You will like. Okay, yeah, no, I did separate them. I thought these 2 were still connected to these 2, but upon closer inspection, that is not the case. Could do this. Or I could get funky with it. I'm trying not to be stupid here, but I feel like I am. Because here's the thing. Ooh, that's close. That's closer. It's closer. But I think I might have to link these 2 together. You know what I'm saying? This is close, but it's hard to divide. It's hard to divide them as such. See what I mean? Hey. I thought I got those. No, I definitely didn't. Yeah, those are definitely still connected. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. How about this? Does this make you happy, you? No. Hmm. Mer. James Cromwell is not the name of the person that I've been trying to think of all this time. That's the name of the farmer from Babe. Ah, ah, hey! Oh, and that's the last one. Until we get to here. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. That's fine. Easy money. Alright, now we're actually in the magic treehouse that we've been waiting all this time to see. I'm scared to find more dog tags. What if Ashley's dead? What if Ashley's been killed by Mary Elizabeth McGlynn herself? Because let's be very clear. I don't think she would, not to Ashley. But Mary Elizabeth is capable of murder. And most people, if she wants to murder them, I would be okay with it. But not Ashley. Could it be not Ashley at least, Mary? Oh, there's one down there. God damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Picking a lot of bridges today. Oh, one more? One more? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh, what do you want from me? No, not much. Why were those all way easier than the first bridge? To be fair, the weird pairing dynamic was not one I had learned yet, so. Oh, we're just bridging all over the place. And now we're starting to do hot combos. Combos are surprisingly easy. I shouldn't say that. Oh, what? You switched the colors on me a little bit. Do you just need? Well, yeah. What exactly do you want here? Would this be okay with you? No. No. You think that's less good. But you were okay with the stars being separate. Interesting. Yeah. I know. Okay, stop flashing. City of stars. Are you shining just for, oh God, just for me? Oh wait, is it as easy as pie? It's as easy as pie.